as female footballers, we don't get a lot of money. We don't get paid a lot of money. But you gotta be smart when it comes to paving a way for yourself. So also education is very important. It's very important in a way that education is not only book-wise.
When you get to that door, you're like, man, I came for this money. You understand? I came for a change in life in Yam. So you think about your life. Okay, if I give up, and then I get knowledge in this house. I came alone, and it's something that I told myself, when I go there, I'm gonna make sure I come back with a 2 million in here.
My mom and dad divorced, and then there was a time where we didn't have a place to stay. Dlamini manje mfethu, you must work your way up. And into passionate ngayo yini. At that young age, mfethu ngube ngumalwela.
Oh my gosh! This is incredible! Oh yeah! I love also the packaging. Yay! Almost. There's an egg cheese. We're about to go in.
That is so good! You've got chips in there!
Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, and a hash brown. This is really so good.
People today, the breakfast video. You're not here, so
It's mine, thank you.
so I
Yes.
the masses are being fed, but you'll have fun in Cape Town, I guess.
I appreciate that, and it's good, guys. It's
Amazing,
lack
that
of
is
food.
really
I think that bites of chili.
But I need to finish this.
Big tip.
That's a burrito. A fiesta in your mouth. Thank you so much. This is good. It's really good.
Mzeg's Kitchen, live from the kitchen, and we just want you to make your orders. Order the food right now on Uber Eats, Spaza Eats, Mr. D. Uber Eats, Spaza Eats, Mr. D. If you're in Sandton, Randburg, Hyde Park, Midrand, Rosebank, all those areas. If you are far from that area, mhlambe ukuboma Centurion, Repitori, or CBD, or kwezinye indawo ufila sengathi Uber Eats awukhona ukuyithola Mzeg's Kitchen kuyo, go to Spaza Eats. Spaza Eats can deliver anywhere all over Johannesburg. And check out the menu, order the food there. Let us know what you think of the food. When you get your deliveries, post the food or your deliveries under the hashtag Mzeg's Kitchen on all your social media platforms. So Umzegezege came into the scene early 2000s. And when he came on, it was a collaboration between Umzegezege waseTembisa no Brown Dash waseZola. So the collaboration yakhona manje, it's quite interesting that it's 20 years later, I think, or 20-something years later, 21 years later, or 22 years later. And it's a beautiful, history rewrites itself. Because to my left, ANDILE Dlamini's Bumele Tembisa Mkhaya wami, Kasili Mzegezege. And then to my right, Umshino Ishinchayo, Opumezola. So, I'm not going to speak much on this episode. I just wanted to introduce them. I think they make an incredible collaboration and combination. ANDILE is a little bit of an older sister to MSHINI, and I would say ANDILE has been in a leadership position before. She's worked with other sisters before. She speaks well. She is mature. She is a good mentor to other younger sisters. We kind of feel their collaboration would make sense. MSHINI as asesemusha industry, and as she's building a career, I see something dynamic between their collaboration. We collaborated, I think it was 2 weeks ago or last week, when we were launching Mzeg's Kitchen, and I just wanted to kunibonga bosisibam.
Siyabonga kakhulu.
Siyabonga, Bras Buddha. I think, thank you so much for the introduction. This is quite amazing. As I was driving, coming here, I was thinking, God works in mysterious ways. It has always been a dream for me to actually be close to you and work with you. and also MSHINI ishintshayo yazi-ke nawe-ke ntwana yami.
Yeah.
Uyayishintsha ekhaya, you know. It was just amazing how God works and everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad that I'm here today.
Bonga mina, MSHINI.
As much as also I'm just gonna say I can relate to what you're saying, because definitely God is good all the time. And all the time God is good. Because Nami, I never thought one day I'll be sitting here next to you. DJ Spoo, I've seen you there. You understand, on TV, and it's so amazing, and I'm so grateful. So also to you, Andile. It's crazy how we played for the same team 2019, and now that I'm here with you, imagine South African captain. Kota. Yeah, so I'm so grateful.
So mina ngizonishiya. I'd like you guys to bond on air. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. I would just like to see the final product. You guys help us and let us know what do you think of what they can come up with, because what we're trying to do is not trying to siyayenza lento, sorry, it's in your speech. Your future is always in the tongue, so it into uyayenza ungathi uyayizama, siyayenza lento. We've decided to collaborate to start a brand new podcast. So we thought we'll find its own set. They'll come up with the name. It's their podcast, but the platform is basically just helping them to start it. They will own the brand of the podcast and the name of the podcast. I don't want any part of it. I don't want any ownership in it. Mina ezuputom talent. I'm just using the platform to avail it to you guys. Ukunibonga nokuthi nisincede ukulauncha iMzek's Kitchen. And I think usiyoncedana, because nani la niyoletha nenye audience eye youth or audience ukuthi mhlambe nama engazi or ayisazi ukuthi senzani la ku Hustlers Corner, as much as nani nizo benefit with the existing audience. And in terms of mentorship as a bigger brother, nama advice nento njengalezo, I'm here. You can use this to build your own thing. Let's hear how this first episode goes. Then from here, you guys go brainstorm a name, go and brainstorm what type of a podcast you would like to build into, and then we'll make it happen. Let's give you guys 30 to 40 minutes. Let's hear. 30 minutes is right, it's fine. Let the audience decide ukuthi bafuna ukuthi nize ne-podcast enjani ezoba for bona, because ultimately nizobe niyenza nina, but it's for bona. But have fun while doing it. The platform is here. It's for you guys. Yenu njoba ngishilo uBrown bekaphuma ezole ekasi lakho, umzekeze kuphume ethembise ekasi lakho. So history rewrites itself ngabosisi. So all the best. Have a great show. Let's see how this one comes out, and so that we can build your own baby that you guys are going to own. I'm not going to own nothing out of it. And then if there's people who want to advertise on your platform, they can always advertise so that you guys make money out of it. It won't happen immediately. It's going to take some time. But let's build something and let's see what comes out of this. All the best.
Thank you, Brasfuda. Yeah, man, I think into baluleke kakhulu ntwana yami, it's lento Brasfuda aqeda ukuyisho, and futhi nabantu abafana naye. I think lokho abantu kumele baku-understand empilweni ukuthi sometimes uyamdinga umuntu ozokulela i-foundation ukuthi wena ustepe kuyo. So but you know, I'm just grateful to be here with you.
Me too, I'm also grateful. Oh guys, yeah, ne, ukuthandaza kubalulekile, but there's no, I keep always prayer, you understand?
Sure.
So it's a great platform for us, and I know very well good to me now. We can, there are a lot of things that we are actually familiar ngazo yabo. So as much as umdlali we-disc
No.
and also umdlali we-disc, but hey, yeah, good thing is sazokunika abantu, and hopefully also give us ideas on what exactly do they want from us, you understand? Any topic, anything that you want us ukuthi sibagaye yona. Ready, siyanikeza noma yini enifunayo, understand?
Yonke into iyifunayo, sine-time. Yeah, u-Andile Dlamini umntana sethembisa, Thembise Phumlungu, namhlanje uhleli nomntana wasezolo ozozi-introduce naye kini. I think it's fair that we introduce ourselves to you guys. You guys are our show, and we would love for you guys to engage more on our show. So Andile umntana sethembisa, like I've said, I play football. I play for Mamelodi Sundowns and Banyana. I'm a co-captain of Banyana. And yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here with you guys. And I can't wait to actually interact with you guys more. MSHINI ishintshayo, awukubatshela ukuthi ubani.
Well, let me just say, lo siphe sihle Virginia. Virginia. You know why? Because I'm wearing this. I'm Virginia. Anyway, ningazi ngomshini weshintshayo, umshini wasezola, kamshazape. So guys, I just can't wait to give you anything lenifunayo. And well, I'm an ex Big Brother housemate. Niyazi bengini Umlilo on season 5. And now I can't wait to also give you Umlilo on our podcast. So we're soon gonna cook the name. Oh yeah, Niyazi, we are the chef. We are
Basitshele bo.
Ni chef game the
igama
kitchen.
lesho kumele kube yini. Awucabasi. I think kumele basitshele ukuthi igama lesho ukuthi libe yini. I think yibo kumele baze na basitshele ukuthi okay, athina sicabanga ukuthi yeyona sonke sihlanganise inhloko sisho ukuthi hayi yilo leli gama noma kusilo.
Yeah. So guys, I so wish we can start having any topic nyana, any discussion nyana, but it's not okay because zokata magama ethu. Ngokhuluma into eminense sifake ku podcast khona la. So how I wish you already how I wish you guys can give us questions for now, and not even questions, anything, any ideas. But okay, we have people here in the studio, by the way. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, since you guys are like football people, right?
Yes.
So you could basically cover this past week in football from the ladies' perspective. You know what I mean?
I think before football, I think it's important that people get to know about MSHINI's journey and my journey specifically. MSHINI, I think you need to tell abantu ukuthi kunjani ukuhlala ku Big Brother, and people need to like tap into the real MSHINI, like umshini oyishintshayo. You know, I just want to know how it felt to be in the Big Brother house, and I'm actually grateful, guys. I'm grateful that I'm interviewing MSHINI, and you know I'm tapping into like the deep stuff of MSHINI. So, how was it at Big Brother?
Well, that was an amazing journey for me, and also to grow, you understand, mentally, physically, and because at times, as you know, when you want to pursue something that you want, and you know, chances are our circle that 100%, you understand? So for you to get something, you must also be a go-getter, understand? Go for something that you want. So for me, going to Big Brother was something that was going to open up opportunities for me, which is I've been writing down about. So going there, it was so nice. I have experienced like different energies. You understand?
Sure.
Like, I don't know how many times I've said this. I remember my uncle, he's like 33 years, but I was in that house with the same age group, and now I'm making trial. And you think about, oh man, and I will never picture my uncle like that. But
Sure.
at that house, like, you don't have a choice. So at times it also depends on how you carry yourself in that house. And it's not easy because people came with such strategies and stuff. But I mean, I'm like, let me just go there and be myself. So the way I've been myself, I think that's the way I started to enjoy the whole thing. Because if I was a character, I wasn't gonna enjoy myself. So I really enjoyed myself. I discovered a lot of talents about myself. Right now I'm here with you. We're doing the podcasting. You understand? So it was one of the things that I wanted to do as well. And me happy, ngiyabonga futhi ku DJ Sbu. Yeah, we are not. Not that we really nothing, but for my side, if it wasn't him, I wasn't gonna sit like this, Konala. So you understand, kunabantu abathungela uNkulunkulu. So I'm really grateful, ngiyabonga, and yeah, so I'm glad Guti going to Big Brother and helped me Guti to meet people, brands, mangphume, understand.
Lalela kunomuntu la phambi kwethu ekumele kahle kahle azibike ukuthi yena ubani kuyenzakalani ngaye. Okay, I understand.
Yo. No, what I normally say is peace to the leaders, achievers, hip-hop believers, and future seers. Kalibito ne kina offense or hype, but then the hip-hop streets know me as OVERYT, the man who controls the hype, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
From hip-hop on the grind. And I just jumped on because Big Homie said I must jump on because I was asking you guys a question behind the scenes. Now, just to add on to like the questioning there, Big Brother. Was it the year before where we interviewed the winner of last year's Big Brother? I'm not too sure. It was Sitwala. She spoke about before the Big Brother thing started, you know, you got picked up, apparently you guys got blindfolded and all that stuff. So can you just tell us like the process before actually getting into the house? Like, did they blindfold you guys as well? Did you get locked up in a room so you can discover yourself? Like, what does that actually do to you psychologically? Because it's almost like everyone that goes into the Big Brother house becomes big in some way, shape or form, but it comes from that moment of, was it a ritual? What is going on?
Well, I'm just gonna share a few because this whole process, it's actually confidential, you understand?
Oh, word.
So we're not allowed to disclose everything, and otherwise, yeah, I was value of you too. I've never experienced blindfold. I kind of every time when they blindfold you, it's like when they open your blindfold, like surprise, in, but no ways. So it is this thing of okay, every phase like they do blindfold you so that you won't be able to meet other housemate because I'm a mistake ayenzakala uzongifaka ngikubone sihlangane endlini and then we're going to talk about it, you understand? So I think it's another way for them to make it professional, and then also we do get logged in. That's where you realize am I continuing with this thing or it's done? Because it's also tested like are you ready for anything? That's why you have to be ready before going to Big Brother. And it's a decision that you take for yourself. And now I'm making taking this decision. So it's not that easy because I know that there are people who are fighting with their mental health. And imagine like there's no one that you can talk to. You understand? And you even think I can phone. Like you don't have a choice. So also from my side, Mina, I did had those mental Banyana, but to help myself, there was a mirror. That's where I went there and like, let me just talk to myself and entertain myself. That's how you survive.
So Grandshop, it's just basically a process where you acquaint yourself with yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever feel like quitting? Did you ever feel like yazi manje ngiyamtshela uBrother manje singiyahamba mina la?
Yeah.
Telling me.
Yeah, to be honest, I did went through that situation. I think if not week 5, it was week 4. I'm like, hey, I've been
closer.
I've been here. And you know what's crazy? I think because it's of Valentine's, you understand? That's why you think of your partner and like you are surprised. I wonder when's Zani, what if we keep on your moon to? And you think of what have I done from day one? You understand? So there's this thing of saying, hey, yeah, I know probably I've done a lot. So I get happy. Let me just go there. But at the same time, when you get to that door, you're like, man, I came for this money. You understand? I came for a change in life in Yam. So you think about your life. Okay, if I give up, and then I get in this house. I came alone, and it's something that I told myself, when I go there, I'm gonna make sure I come back with a 2 million in here. Even if it's not 2 million, but it's a game, it's a life change. I mean, this opportunity, understand? It comes once, you understand? So I was like, okay, fine, I'm giving up. But at the same time, I'm like, if I give up, I get I left my family, and I promise. I promise. So it's like a job. And then I'll come back with something, you know. So it was that thing. I'm not gonna disappoint them. Let me just keep my promises and Bashir now. You understand? So yeah, it's not that easy. Otherwise, other housemates were like, if there was someone else, I was gonna say, come, not a come.
Umntana sezola phela manje ubuya ku-Big Brother. Uthola ama-opportunities owatholile because of your exposure.
Yes.
Umtshela umntana sezola ntwana yami.
Okay, asiphinde futhi.
Umntana sezola.
Yeah.
Or wasekasi lami Thembisi.
Yes.
Nje ophuma ekasi. Umtshelani uthola ama-opportunities lawo watholile ngenxa ye-Big Brother.
Yes.
So wena uthini kuloya mntana loya obuke umshini athi yazini hayi umshini ayikhohlwa hayi manje role model yami mfethu because mina ngikubheke so ngibona umuntu one-strength ngibona umuntu ongashayi away from umuntu awuye so wena uthini kuloya mntana lo uthi ayenze njani advise uthini?
Okay, all I'm gonna say to that person oleo ngusle oleo outlay I will just say don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever limit yourself in whatever lofuna ukuyenza. And don't even listen to other people. Like, I think other people, people's opinion, like when they're negative and stuff, don't even listen to them because they're not gonna help you in life, general. So all I'm gonna say to them is that I know Guti, there are people ababhekeleki mvele, and I'm not gonna let them down. One thing about me, and someone said, Shini, when Shini say one thing about me, so and again, one thing about me.
Listen.
Bega, I will never allow anything that is negative to come in. Because if I listen to those things, of course, like I'm not gonna focus I will lose focus, I will lose whatever, like if now you understand. But all I'm gonna say is don't listen to other people, don't doubt yourself, have confidence, tell yourself that you can do it. And try it and then see, okay, this is what I can do or not. So otherwise, I'm gonna keep on making you proud, guys.
Yeah, and I'm speaking of like making us proud as South Africans. I'm gonna move to this side as well now. So now you've made us proud as well as an exceptional football player, as well as an exceptional. No, shout out, Joe. Shout out, Joe. So now on your end, right? What does it take to be? Let's talk about the weight of being a captain of a South African team, as well as the weight and the pressure that falls with being the captain of Mamelodi Sundowns as well. Because you spoke about how people look to her for inspiration and all that. Yeah. How do you wear that every single day with your team as well as more lifing?
The thing is, I'm a chilled person, you know, and I don't put so much pressure on myself. I believe that the Lord has actually laid a platform for me, and I need to use it. And I normally am so calm and so in touch with my gassiness, so that I don't lose touch of who I am. I normally go to my gasi, just remind myself of I come from here. Yeah. You know, this is what I was doing. I was training here. I mean, in my preseason, I jog a lot at grounding, not because I want to keep fit only, but remind myself of where I actually come from. Yeah. And I relate a lot with youngsters. You know, I relate a lot with youngsters because of putting this pressure away, celebrity thing away, because I normally say, I'm busy in a celebrity, my chance. Call me a server. Because I'm here to serve. Yeah, so there's for a purpose in this life, and given me the opportunity. And I understand the lento lene. Ukuthi almost totally hype from people. Try by all means to find into egenze ukuthi ube la ukhona namhlanje. Like remind yourself ukuthi yini engenza ukuthi ngibe la ngikhona vandag. It means it was the hard work before I got here, before the hype. Yini into engenza ukuthi ngibe la. That thing will make you like remain humble. You will always remain humble. And I think also khuliswa man ngahle. You know, ukhuliswa kahle community yakho, because ukhuliswa abazali bakho kuphela. But yes, my mom did a great job and my dad did a great job, you know. My family actually did a great job because ngikhuliswe na my siblings amancane. Yeah, so the pressure nje ayikho that much. I just work hard. Yeah, I wake up early in the morning. So I have this journey that I've taken. I wake up very early in the morning, Gabo 5, wake up, do my core, you know, just to keep fit, because also age is catching up. So when
what to ask,
but goalkeepers mature like fine wine. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know, because the younger you are, the inexperienced you are, and then you gain momentum and experience as time goes on. So I think. Logo ukuthi ngivuke ekuseni ngijime kuyangisiza ntwana yami, kuyangisiza big time. It makes me actually motivate people because I post it. Post it. So leya time leya mele bayibone ukuthi kahle seseyikhuluma nje, okay yayehla kanjalo. So either way ngifila ukuthi pressure iyaphuma kimi ngakhona, like ngikhipha kanjalo ukuthi okay, at least abantu bayakhona ukurelate, bayakhona ukubona ukuthi it's not only the training ne team, it's also the training alone that makes who you are. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty crazy because now you said something about how goalkeepers age like fine wine, right? So now can you just talk to us about still on pressure, right? But then when time does actually catch up, because now they know that there's football, you can't cross, you can if you wanna, but then there's certain ages that you can't really perform at your highest level. So a lot of our South African players, they have their heydays and all that, and then after the last whistle, we find a lot of our players struggling financially and all that stuff. So can I just ask, do you have a plan for afterwards, and why also do our footballers go through the most after the pitch?
Don't know their experiences rather of how they got to the broke side. But normally I work. Okay, actually I work a lot with SABC, so I do my analysis.
Shout out.
Sometimes you gotta collaborate with people. There's a reason why I love collaborating, because it will help you in the long run. You gotta be smart. We as female footballers, we don't get a lot of money. We don't get paid a lot of money. But you gotta be smart when it comes to paving a way for yourself. So also education is very important. It's very important in a way that education is not only book-wise. It's you teaching yourself ways.
Experience and all
it's
that.
teaching yourself ways. Oh, okay, sharp. If I actually go to this interview, and why am I going to this interview? What is it that I want to achieve? Okay, SABC is calling me for an interview. ANDILE is gonna ask me questions. What am I selling? I'm a brand.
What are you selling?
Yeah.
What are you selling? Tell
am I
us. Yeah, like right now, what are you selling?
ANDILE DLAMINI is not only a soccer player. ANDILE DLAMINI is a football analyst. ANDILE DLAMINI is a soccer coach because she's got badges there. ANDILE DLAMINI is a businesswoman. As much as I haven't started with my business, but I am a business.
This is the business right now, man. As you can see, man, we're selling Zay's Kitchen out here, man. Get yourself that Mo Fire as well, man. Get yourself a subscription, man. I know that a lot of us are watching right now and we have not subscribed. So let's do the most. What are we gonna call it? Like, so we haven't had a name for this pod yet.
On it. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta ask
still
you
cooking.
questions, bro.
Okay, you can ask me questions as well.
Let me even ask you a question.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll have to. I'll have to.
Ask me.
Yeah, Ntonam, you know very well, Gutsi, I also do play football, ne? And it's just that I didn't play like for so long.
Feel it. Nyamkata. Usile yazi, behind the scenes, what she said? She said, mina umshintshayo, yangfonela ngiyeza ngijimi. Imagine. I will explain.
When they call me now and say, MSHINI, come and play. Like,
No, fam, you gotta train.
when this thing it's yours, it doesn't have to gym. Like, it doesn't have to take like 60 days. So yeah, I was still asking that. Okay, I can see good. Okay, football for you also to go and represent national team. It didn't come like easier, and we all know, Gucci, how are we suffering when it comes to women's football and all the trials? I'm a team on the Hollywood Bet, Sasol League and stuff, and it's not that easy again to get to my team now and to be recognized by the national team. You understand, the coaches. So what motivated you? Because now I can see, okay, now you're playing for Banyana, and you Puma from the Ikas and Maguna United. Yeah. For Sundowns. Puma United. Yeah, the Sundowns. And like, he need to motivate other ladies about like football. Or okay, guys, don't give up, because I know there is a huge number of ladies who are giving up. There are people that I know, I'm like, I'm giving up now because I've been playing football. Like MSHINI, she's been playing football for like 13 to 14 years.
Yeah, but that's the 10,000 hours though, yeah.
So it's like, I've been wanting to represent the country one day. I want to be, we have Posham Disa, Posham Disa. I want to be Posham Disa. That's how we grew up. Oh, you want to, okay. So, and now there is ANDILE DLAMINI.
Sure,
Yeah.
I think what motivated me is where I come from. My parents, there was a time where I'm divorced with my mom.
Okay.
My mom and dad divorced. And then there was a time where we didn't have a place to stay. We were renting. And when we were renting, kwaba nalento ukuthi Dlamini manje mfethu, you must work your way up. And into passionate ngayo yini. At that young age, mfethu ngube ngumalwela. I think kids need to understand that things don't come easy in life. They don't come easily. Like, you have to work your way up. I worked my way up. I walked from Epumlung Tembisa to Klorkop, for that training session. And again, luckily I had a coach back then who converted me from a striker to a goalkeeper. And within 6 months, then I was called upon to play for Banyana.
Damn.
And 4 months, 4 months, I was playing for under 17. Unfortunately, I was turning 18, I think. 17 that year. I was turning 17 that year, so I couldn't go to the under 17 FIFA Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
And then after 6 months, ngabizwa ku Banyana. So
That's crazy. So were you scoring as a striker?
yeah, I was, but I was being punished. For me to go in goals, Rusty, because I promise you, I was being punished. But okay, I don't know how to call it in English. Yeah. So, nice cross. I'm alone, but one man in the box. I'm miss. I'll miss. Yes, we were winning. But our coach was long punish, and then he told me to actually look for Itumeleng Kunenyana, like role models in goalkeeping. I was like, I am.
And look at the technique, and then the old school guy, Mr. Spider-Man. Like, he used to be my favorite. He used to be my favorite goalkeeper. Yeah, Spider-Man. Oh man, so damn. So you got punished, and then Grandshop, your punishment was your biggest blessing.
Yeah, my punishment was my biggest blessing. Played for Banyana. Made sure I saved up so that I can actually buy land for my family. I did that. That's my motivation. That's the first question.
Yo, man, she just got land for her family, yo. Can I just get a round of applause, yo? Yo, bro, that's power right there, yo.
And sorry to interject us, because that Big Brother's weird. Interject. Anyway, yeah, I think also now I believe there are people out there abangabona a potential from winner, like to see okay, this one can actually play this position, you understand? And when I'm so comfortable on that position, knowing I can do this, because my first position as well, I was playing as a defense.
Yeah, same. Like I'm a defender, like right back. Yeah, well, in high school and all that stuff. Now, funny enough, funny enough. I don't know if you know of a player called Lorenzo Cordino. Yeah, like we're in the same class and all that stuff. Wow. Yeah, I'm from Benoni.
I see Benoni.
It's Benoni. It's Benoni. It's Brakpan. It's Boksburg. You know what I'm saying? But then Benoni there. Yeah. So we're in the same grade, same English class, and same RCL situation. And it was because of him I kind of stopped playing football.
Right.
Yo, man, when he came to Benoni High, I got benched all the time. So I was like, hey,
he was too good.
No, he's too nice. And he took the game seriously to the point where in high school he was already traveling to Mexico and whatnot, So yeah, he deserved or whatever he got in life and all that. Now I don't know what you want to ask me. I'm a rap guy.
No. Before I even ask you, I need to finish this question.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
Yeah. So I bought land for my family. Then second motivation came. You have to build a house.
Yeah.
And there's a documentary on Netflix called Banyana Style. That documentary talks about my life a little bit. I contracted COVID. And a lot of things happened. Then I had heart infusion. I couldn't play football for a few months. Yeah, really? But I had believed that okay, I'm gonna come back. But I felt like people were giving up. Because I was so thin, bro. Like that thing chowed me. I think I was very stressed as well.
Really?
Yeah. Then I built a house for my family. Where I've gone. Yeah. Then I took that money. I started the foundation and everything. World Cup, I built the whole house. Yeah. As fire.
Yo, it's fire.
I'm still saying that because Mina, I saw that because I've been looking at Adile's profile, everything, socials and stuff, and I'm like, wow, because I remember it was a shack before, and after, even the before and after, I was like, wow, there are people who can do this for real. And I was like, okay, there are people abakabangai to do things when they get money, but for what Andile did was so amazing. And because and even now you're trying to tell us this your story life, what was happening before, and definitely gonna do that. You're not gonna follow other things because already now Andile's life is in the public figure, so there are people who are trying to fit in and forgetting about their family, where they're coming from. But for what Andile did, Shemai,
motivate. Like we like I told you, we are here to serve, and I'm here to serve, and I'm trying to show that young girl young boy from Ekasi, don't only think of yourself, always think of your family. I mean, I don't believe that we are cursed, we have generational curses. No, I believe that we are blessed. You know, if you are given an opportunity to become somebody that provide. Don't feel like you have a whole lot of baggage. No, there's a time where you're gonna actually like eat all the fruits.
Yeah, and there's blessings that come from there.
From there.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. Yo, you built your fam a crib. Yo, that's blessings for life, yo.
Yeah, bro. And I think that needs to happen, especially in our community, if we want to close the poverty.
Yeah.
You know, soccer players need to think like that. You know, let's think of something that's tangible. I need to touch this when I'm done playing football. Let me not buy something that's not actually going to benefit me after playing football. Let me do something. You want property is the best.
And eyeball leading.
Yeah, eyeball leading. And you're helping your family, you know. And to that young girl and boy from Ekasi, this is what I can tell you. Keep on pushing and never, ever, ever allow anyone to tell you can't do something. You are more than capable. Don't let anybody say this is your limit. It's beyond. You can push beyond the limit, you know. And I think we are given gifts, and especially as Africans, we are gifted. You can be gifted ngokuluma podcast. Young tall. You can be gifted ngokuluma. 30 mic interview someone. But it's not my cell phone. And this generation, my cell phone, they can actually make
cap cuts.
Income. And income. Sokoloza, like ungavumi uquit, don't quit. Because MSHINI, going to Big Brother, then I am going to Big Brother and representing all of us there. Like you represented Amakasi, and Amakasi, that girl from Ekasi who's not afraid to express herself, who's bubbly, who's talkative, and she's like, oh, MSHINI kulma. You know, it takes a lot of courage. Me watching you, I'm like, yo, has mina nengi Big Brother. Yo, manje abantu bazongibona mangivuka ekuseni manje I'm like hayi omunye umuntu ahleli la uthi mara uandile vele uyile ku Big Brother. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of I don't care what people say. I'm leaving everything behind. I'm actually paving a way for myself right now, and you are doing that, and let's go, baby.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up, man.
And then when
hey, man, like, I don't know what you want to ask, yo, but then... Oh, no, what I have on the cap over here, it's called Hip Hop on the Grind. I'm moving this now. We're selling it as well because that tingisa, every time you want smooth, you got a tingisa something. So, Hip Hop on the Grind is a platform that I've built. So, it started out as a radio show.
Hip Hop on the Grind.
Yeah, it started out as a radio show called Massive Metro. So, I met Big Homie's DJ Spoo in the year 2018. So, I just come out of a platform called Where's the Beef? And also from like starting my own thing called Word War Hip Hop, which is its own thing, still moving today. So so it's a platform for established and upcoming artists. On the front end, it's a publication where we're giving out daily news of what's going on in the game. On the back end, we do events called Word War.
Only hip hop.
Yeah, it's hip hop, but then at the same time, I'm trying to change the perspective of like hip hop, because now hip hop is deeper than like the music in itself. You know, it's an actual consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So there's what you call rap music, and that's what people call hip hop right now. But then hip hop is broken down into breakdancing, graffiti, DJing, MCing, and also knowledge of self, which is, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, for real. And that's where we get it twisted, Hawolne. So now in my studies of hip hop, so I started out as a rapper, 2010, you know, I was that guy, whatever. But now every time I try to rap or get on radio and all that stuff, they'd always be like, yo, you actually need to be the one facilitating this whole thing. So I just like you, I've come to like serve the game. You know what I mean? So my first interaction with media and hip hop was in 2014. So my hood so there's a radio station called Kasi FM. That's where it all began for me. So got there. I had my mixtape and I had a radio demo. So they didn't like my radio demo because it's in English and it's Kasi FM.
Sure.
And they didn't like my mixtape either because I was still coming up. I was still a young guy. So I didn't want to take no for an answer. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm studying this thing. So I'm not going to leave without like an internship or something, right? So they gave me an opportunity to rock. And then, that's when I started producing a hip-hop show with a lady called DJ Small Wires. And so did that for a year and a half. And then I joined Where's the Beef. I don't know
How old were you then?
I was 19. I was 19 in the year 2014. And that was the first time we got into radio.
Dope.
You know what I mean? And then at mid 2021, I left Kasi FM. It just got crowded, man. It felt like I wasn't growing. And, you know, I want to do so much more. But then the platform didn't really allow me to like do crazy things and all that, you know. It's a community station. So I left and I joined a platform called Where's the Beef. So now if you look at Slicker on live right now, that company started around the same time, you know, and we're the competition. So that's where I learned how to. So I came in there as a rapper and all that, né? And those guys, Where's the Beef? So I don't know if you heard of an old movement called, you from Soweto, called Slaghuis. Slaghuis, yeah.
What is that?
Slaghuis.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, so it was a hip hop platform similar to what I'm doing right now with Word War, where we found your Pitch Black Afro, your Pro Kid. Everyone actually came from Slaghuis, you know. So the hotmans that were running Slaghuis were running Where's the Beef, and they taught me that hip hop is deeper than just music and all that stuff. That's where I learned how to write articles. That's where I learned how to shoot. So Dome was Pro Kid's producer. He's the guy that taught me how to shoot and edit. And then in those days of like hip hop, because now it was a time where the game wasn't really documented. So that's where I also learned how to like study the game as opposed to looking on the net. You had to like listen to the music physically and come up with your own stories and all that stuff. And then 3 years went by, and then that's when I met Big Homie at Massive Metro. Started out as an intern, did videography, social media, produced content, and then eventually had my own show.
You did videography, and did you study it?
Yeah. So I went to Boston Media House from 2013 up until 2016. So I majored in radio, and then I also did secondary majors. I did journalism, marketing, TV. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's if you guys want to study media, I think Boston Media House is the best place because the assignments are really dope where now they give you like practical insights of things that are actually taking place. So let's say for marketing, an example would be, okay, so Mzek's Kitchen just entered the market right now. You need to come up with an ad campaign to speak to a particular demographic. For radio, same thing, where now your last assignment to put together a show, and then you record for 3 weeks, and then you submit the show to A5 and all that. Yo, man, it's tough.
That's tough work.
From my side, just to familiarize myself with hip hop, you know, let me just change my accent.
Yeah, I was.
Do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So I just want to start.
Yo, man.
I just want to start to familiarize myself right now. You know, my man.
Yeah.
So you just told me about the hip hop on the grind. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know what to just break it down a little bit, because I can see it's okay, a lot of things that you guys are doing. So what is it specifically that you guys doing?
Okay, so on the front end, it's a publication and a content hub. You know, so we go out to events, cover that, and also give out like news and all that. Okay. On the back end is where the real business is. So now I'm advertising more fire on our website and all that stuff, and our job, because now the first thing with media, right? The first rule to media is advertising. You know what I mean? And I saw a gap within the market right now. So there's a lot of like big platforms. It's got over 200K followers, 300K followers, and all that stuff. And in my mind, it's like, okay, so combined, we have a reach of 1 million people. So now this is this platform. I don't want to name them yet, you know what I mean? But then they're all my homies. So now, if we have a reach of 1 million people, right, or 1.5 million people, right, it means that we can compete now with SABC, and also we are in the digital world, right? So now, with SABC, or I don't even want to name them, but like with traditional platforms, right? You buy airtime. Let's say you want an interview to promote your team or something, right? You buy that airtime, and then you have your interview, and then it ends over there, right? So now with digital, the work lives forever. Like after this is going to be here forever, right? Sure. So now if we can then come up with campaigns that speak to like a certain audience. So my thinking is this. So Generations plays at 8 p.m. every day, right? And we know that at 20 past advert their clientele, right? But now, even though mass media or traditional media speaks to millions of people, that one advert, does it speak to how many of those million people does it actually speak to? So with digital and all that, right? Everyone that interacts on social media, there's a number, there's a demographic, there's so much information that goes on to like anyone that interacts with anything, and which therefore means that you can now go to clients and be like, okay, so Mofire, I've got access to 1 million people. Why don't you pay me 100K to run a campaign over here, and the end result will be A, B, C, D. So now that's what I'm working on doing. That's what I'm doing. Say answer.
How important is it for youngsters or anybody that wants to actually start a business to actually pursue it? How important is it? You know, I feel like right now I'm inspired by you, and just hearing you speak, you know, I see a businessman, sorry.
Shout out.
And I need you to actually tell me how important is it for somebody to start their business?
Yo, man, the hustle is important because now there's this line by my favorite rapper, KRS-One, right? He says something about if your qualification, because now they always say you got to make sure you have a backup plan and all that stuff in case your talent doesn't work, right? But then what if your backup plan doesn't work? You got to go to your talent and make a business out of it, right? So it's very important for everyone, not just because Spani or anything. We need more than one income as well. I don't know if you guys were here when you were interviewing.
7 streams of income.
7 streams of income. So and also it also gives you like mobile pilong. You understand? Because now a lot of us respond di banzer sa di rating. So now if you're out there and you are passionate about something, right, and then you go out and you pursue that, when you go to bed at night, like I'm still pushing events like crazy, right? And I'm not at the point where I'm making money like crazy, but I go to sleep knowing, yo, man, I just changed. I impacted so many people's lives with this platform. And you go to sleep well at night. And the fact that you are also planting seeds in other people and all that, you know, God will forever bless you for that as well. So on a business level, it's important to make your money, right? And just also on a philosophical, spiritual level as well, it's also very important to pursue your purpose in life, you know. So, I love hip hop with my whole heart, you know, and I can out-rap anyone, right? But then I was called to actually serve, because now when you're an artist, you're literally at the bottom of the food chain, right? And a lot of the artists don't really know how to navigate the space. So I was blessed by being exposed to platforms, being Koskolong and all that, to actually be that guy, be that nigga, to actually help other gents actually do the most.
For you to get where you are, you obviously needed mentors. Or you had mentors, people that told you, people that told you, if you take this route, this will be a success. How important is it for youngsters or anybody?
Everybody needs to have an OG, you know, a mentor and all that. But then we all need OGs that have walked the path before you. So my first OG was DJ Dollar from I don't know if he's still at Kasi FM, but now DJ Dollar is one of the first. He was in the first Kasi rap cruise in this country. You know what I mean? So now his understanding of hip hop also shaped the way I see the game. And then I met Enzo, right? So I went there as an underground rapper. You know, can't tell me nothing about hip hop, right?
Yeah, man.
And then I met this dude, and he's the same guy but much older. You know what I mean? And then he was like, "Nah, bro. I see that you love this game and all that, Mara. There's so many avenues and this. So over and above the music, there's the manager, right? There's the A&R. There's the guy who shoots as well and all that." And in all of that, I also learned skills, because now in media, you need skills more than talent, right? So I'm a presenter, like, naturally and all that stuff. Mara, if there's no presenting spots, I'm cool with holding a camera. I'm cool with producing in the back. I'm cool with doing the actual voiceover. and all
We're
that
sitting
stuff.
with an afro.
For real. And it's really important to be multi-skilled in this game.
Sure.
Because now, what I want.
Angafika manje akuthathele le
Yeah,
thing.
and that's exactly what happened. I don't want to tell you what happened, but that's exactly what happened,
Sure.
right? But then because I'm nice with it on a skill level, I was like, okay, so your guys just jack my job. It's cool. I'll just go shoot and get more money. Kai. What? And it's also important to own your stuff as well. So house partner, especially if you're a young shooter and all that stuff, don't just go for the cars and all that. Get assets, gents. So meaning kibone hore I sponsor fella. I feel the energy and all that stuff. And then the bank hit me up on some I see you're earning a certain amount. Don't you want to take a 50K loan? And sponsor fella. I was like, no, give me that money. And then that's how I bought cameras and all that stuff. And now the same cameras are now
Generating a lot of money for you.
So even the
Smart.
World War hip hop, you said it's for you, né? So
Yes.
is it the same? Are you guys with the hip hop on the grind like work the same?
Yeah, so Hip Hop on the Grind is the mother company, right? And Word War Hip Hop is the product of the company. You know what I'm saying? So now it's now us doing everything that we're doing online, physically, and all. Because now also there's gang talent. So now for every Nasty C, there's 20 rappers. But now what happens to everybody else who doesn't have the platform for it? And also when you look at the music space right now, labels aren't really signing rappers like that anymore. You know what I mean? So now what then happens? And also the game is now different. So now a sale like in DJ Boost days, right? If Sboom sold 1 million copies under a label and all that, we know that the label generated 100 million rand because a CD is $100, right? But now when you're streaming, man, you need 1 million streams to get at least 25,000 rand. You know what I mean? So now what's the next thing for artists and all that? So what do we actually, and same question goes for labels as well. What do you do next? Because now there's no business model anymore. Do you now venture into production? Do you now use your music as a platform to make you a brand? Because now I believe, okay, so if you hip hop, right, you are a fully fledged creative. If you're a rapper, you're a presenter, you're a voiceover artist and all that. If you're a graffiti artist, you are a graphic designer and all that stuff. If you are a hustler, you're an entrepreneur. So we now need to tap into our talent so that we can make money. Just to answer your question, how important is it to be business-minded in whatever it is that you do? So as much as you're not making music and making money off music, you can then use your skill. You're an MC, you're a rapper, which means you're a producer as well. You're a content producer. You know how to look at life differently and come up with content. So over and above the raps and hip-hop stuff, I'm also a content producer. There's a show on 5FM. It's called Piano Plug. I'm cooking that. I'm shooting that as well. I don't want to make this about me though. Like, sorry.
I think it's very important to be a hip hop fan, because I believe that all the people like in the hip hop industry, like they have the same mindset. You understand?
Not really. Hey?
Not really.
Not really. Because
it feels like
because hip hop guys, right? The problem with hip hop people right now is that they didn't study. They don't have a foundation. You know what I mean? So a lot of us jump into the game or the culture, not knowing the culture. So a lot of guys think hip hop is about raps only. And yo, man, in order for you to even record, I come from an era where, yo, every single day we were outside by the park rapping until we run out of rhymes.
But tell me this. You are a hip hop artist. There is kwaito, times. There is R&B. There's a whole lot of music genres, and you decided to choose hip hop.
Yeah.
What hit?
I think every so hip hop is so the definition of hip hop is God's response to okay, so let me break it down like this now. So hip hop is an acronym now. I studied this back in, so it's wholly integrated people having omnipresent power, or her infinite power helping others prosper. So you know, there's so many like acronyms to this whole thing, right? So now the problem with what got me into hip hop is just being different, right? So I grew up in a suburb, and if you were black and where you and from where I'm from, it's either you from Davidton, Kapa Crystal Park. So just being different. So now when I'm around my black friends, I'm different. When I'm around my white friends, I'm different. When I'm in the hood, I'm different. So nothing really spoke to me until.
I challenge you a little bit. I was sing Atandwe.
Excuse?
I was sing Atandwe.
Yeah.
And then I stop. You rap.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go.
That's what I like about hip hop people.
Let's go.
They're always there. They have that thing. Like,
Atandwe sasanja hamba. Atandwe sizafonelana guwe ingondo yami guwe evazophela bantu.
Yeah, guwe ingondo yami. Beginning from K1, now I'm in Kyalami, and now I've basically built Kyalami. That's why I'm always out here with the Lanis, overwriters up in this, looking for my dream. And because life is a story, success is my forever theme. Because when I dream, I plan to manifest it. And through the different challenges, it's just the devil testing. But inside, I'm wrestling with myself until I actually find the line between health and wealth. Because I can tell with the stealth because I'm so balanced. And life every single day is a celebration. That's why we're sipping on the chalice. Oh, I don't know, man.
I think it's very important. I think now I'm gonna start being. I think it's time for me. I think it's time for me to be a songwriter for hip hop.
Let's go.
Because it's not that difficult.
No.
You know why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Because you see, when you sing Atandwe, the way that you sing Atandwe, like I think on hip hop it doesn't have to have a voice. I'm not like you just talk about get MSHINI uhleli phansi. It's that simple.
Deeper than that?
It's way deeper. So what I
think it's deeper.
So what I did for you guys was what you call a freestyle, right? And a freestyle, the definition has changed over time, right? But now a freestyle, for me, when I started, was you could literally rap about anything at any time, and then that happens in a cipher. So now we see how we're chilling like this. I'll start coming through rapping about why these rappers bar soft. When it comes to spitting lyrics, I mean business like I'm Zaga Zaga with his mask off, right? And then you'd be like, mask off. Yeah, I'm not a criminal. Subliminal, minimal. And you'd be like, subliminal? I got the minimal, physical, lyrical, typical. And when you get into a freestyle state, I always explain to people that hip hop is more spiritual, because now sometimes I compare a person who is dope at freestyling. It's equivalent to a charismatic Christian praying in tongues, because now you don't know what you're gonna say, but then everything you say is going to be dope. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know how you're going to... Yeah, enough about hip-hop, man. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future of this platform. Let's talk about the future of you. Let's talk about the future of you. Okay. And what are we looking to do in the year 2025?
I think it's very important that, we allow businesses to come on board and share the flavor. This is a tasty flavor, and I think it's very important that everybody comes on board and supports this platform, because it's two girls from different hoods, but we are one, because there's something that that unites us. And there's a hip hop man now, you know.
No. Me, I was just asking a question, and then Big Homie was like, "Yeah, go inside. We can't hear you." I'm like, "All right." So I don't know. It's up to you guys, right?
I think now it's also time for me. You get what I'm saying, guys? It's like share my story, you know? Just sitting here with the hip hop guy. But yeah, so also, guys, about me, I'm also a tutor for business studies. So I have registered my company as well. The name, it's Reclaim Excellence Tutoring Services. So it's from grade 10 to grade 12. And right now, I'm also working on getting my own place so that all the learners will be able to come and attend.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be about business studies only, but also for other streams for in grade 10. They know there's physics, general, and also commerce.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have extra tutors for those subjects, and it's going to operate for everyone. Also during the week. During the week, there are those who are upgrading. So for those who are upgrading, for example, maybe they are upgrading athletes, and then they can also come and join us during the week. And then for weekends, it's for high school learners. And then now we also cooking something here.
Yeah.
So which the name of our podcast is coming soon, guys. And also is that I'm an actress.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
So I'm also
You're an
gonna
actress, Nam. Somebody just died, man. I just told you the news. Can you please, like,
Kill it.
yeah, like,
Okay, fine. I think you're gonna do that. Can we? Because I was about to finish.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but let her finish her plug.
Okay, no problem. And then because the one for acting as well, it's something that I started before even going to Big Brother. So going to Big Brother is something whereby like I don't have a choice, I have to do it. And for me to do it, I have to impress also other shows outside that would say, okay, this one can come and have, because I can be a baby, I can be anything, you understand, because of my appearance. And then yeah.
Manje sifuna udlalele part.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so in this scene, you're a Tabsile, and then I just gave you a call. So, Arab.
Okay, what are you?
And me, I'm someone's hot man. Like I don't even know how I got your number. Mara Araba phone.
Okay. Hello.
Sabon Ninjan.
Yeah, Pinjani.
Riteng. Kibole Tabsile.
Yeah, Tabsile.
Ish, ke na le ditaba tse seng nate, wait. Wa tseba o ausmal hlonol.
Wait, ngikhuluma nobani qala?
Ish, o bua le auti bang ke Thabo. Ke plama hona da ko Sosha, and mo ke leng teng ne ke na le malhlonolo.
Okay, o tsikenzalani ngomalhlonolo?
Ish, ke ko sepetlele hona je, and dintho hantle ho la hlaela kotsi e itseng. And,
okay, bheka kancane ngisacela ukukhulume ne angibuwabuyi mina.
Okay. So bekhona i-accident eyenzakale ne, and umalhlonolo cela uze because I in le ndaba ibhlungu.
Okay, it's fine. Ukufika ngafika ne, but kumele ngichazele ukuthi like kenzakaleni fast.
Okay, so hona le accident khona i-accident ela etsahala ne, and ko accidenting eo hula tswa ditupo tse 3.
Oh, as in, just send me a location lapho khona, and then I'll just come. Mara, hey, until Maral nan. Anyway, let me just hang up. That's money in for you. There's a lot, guys. Unless it's a monologue.
That was funny.
It's nice to have like whenever you having act with someone else. But I also like it when it's like a monologue.
Okay, do a monologue then.
Sure.
Oh,
I used to act in high school as well, so what do you mean?
Act.
yeah, I can. No.
Yeah.
So you want me to do it, guys?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, this is your audition clip. This is your audition clip. So I don't know what scene can we do?
Yeah, give me a son.
Okay, so
They just called you. They just called and told you you're going to Big Brother.
yeah.
I like that one.
Reenactment.
I like that one. Okay, any phone? Any phone?
Okay.
No phone.
It's not for.
I like it. I like this one because I can relate. Yeah, ngikhathele as emsebenzini ngiyakhathaza. Yo, I pray. I just want to open my emails and find that one email that I've been praying for. Because the thing is, I deserve to be there. But anyway, uNkulunkulu uyolida. Don't open my Umdlalo lo. That's like that. Ay, whoa. What? MSHINI, you have made it. What the heck? Yeah, no, let me just have a little prayer before even reading the whole. Okay, Lord. I pray ukuthi kube lento engicabangayo. Cela nje kube lento engicabangayo. Lord, ngiyazi ukuthi ngiyadlala kakhulu but ngiyacela. Ngiyangihleke ngiyacela Lord. Please be with me. Yeah, ne. Hey guys, ngithanda ukuthandaza. MSHINI khuluma i-1. Hawu. So you have made it. Finally. Do I call my mom? No. Remember ngimtshelanga ukuthi ngiyaphi. Let me call my friend. Namhla, I made it. I know I'm making noise, but hey, but I made it. Yo, ngiyabonga nawe ukungithandazela. Ngiyabonga. I just don't know how I'm going to tell my mom at this moment because remember, yimi nawe sazi le ndaba. And ngiyacela uyazi ukuthi we don't have to tell anyone else indaba yami nawe le. How am I going to tell my mom ukuthi ngiyenzile lento le? But anyway, it's fine. Let me just think about it. Sharp. Yeah. Hi guys, that was so crazy. I remember I was alone in my place. I was alone there and like I couldn't believe because remember I'm staying with people like next door and there are rules in that place which I don't have to make noise. But the way I was screaming, it was so crazy and I liked it because I was like, okay, I've been praying for this. You know when you're working, because I was working in the financial industry, Capitec Bank, and the stress, you understand? And that day I remember, I was so tired. I was stressed in Tandas and I felt like it was me. And I've been wanting that email. That email is what And after getting that email, I was like, I'm not going to hesitate. Tomorrow I'm signing. Yeah, bye.
No, really doubt. So, in closing, what would you guys like to say to the audiences?
Yeah.
Firstly, drink your mofa. Drink your mofa.
Remember.
And eat, man. Uber Eats. It's Uber Eats. Mzek's Kitchen.
Spaza Eats as well.
Spaza Eats. Mr. D. So order your Mzek's Kitchen meal. Maninga ma meals la guys. Maningu na makoporosh.
This is a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, man. And one thing I would love for you guys to do is engage. Please engage. Tell us more about what you want to see. And I'm saying right now to Corporate South Africa, you're welcome to come on board. We appreciate you in advance and we love you in advance. And yeah, MSHINI.
Yeah, also to me, guys, as well. I'm just going to say, give us ideas, whatever. We're going to serve you guys. You understand? Sure. So we are ready for anything. And otherwise, remember, soon we're going to Negama. We spoke about our name, the name of our podcast, because we also have something in our mind to come. And then you guys can also give us any idea, and then fine, we're gonna work on it. And I hope, anyway, I don't hope because I know you guys will make sure that you watch our podcast. It's gonna be interesting. And even the guest that you guys want us to have,
Suggest.
Hey, but I know they're going to be happy and because I go going. Otherwise, with our social media platforms, you can follow me on Instagram, I'm MSHINI LEKWADU, TikTok, MSHINI_LEKWADU, and then on Twitter, I'm MSHINI LEKWADU. On WhatsApp, I'm Virginia. Yeah, so don't forget to follow us, and also we're gonna have our own page.
Sure.
You guys have to follow. You follow.
Follow. ANDILE DLAMINI. It's ANDILE_01_DLAMINI on Instagram. Facebook is ANDILE DLAMINI. On Twitter, it's Sticks. Sticks _angazi ku-Twitter guys ngicela ningisize niyangazi apho ku-Twitter. Yeah, and on TikTok it Sticks. But before anything else, you can't close the show. We must close.
Yeah, no diggities.
Yeah,
So
we must close the show. Thank you so much for coming
Yo,
on board.
thank you guys for giving me a platform to speak. I'm always behind the camera, yo. So yeah, man, it really feels good to just be out
Yeah,
here.
man, it feels nice. You understand? Like I saw how you rock and roll the English, you rock and roll it. You said something about Binoni. So hell no, I'm Shin. Don't call me Shin, I'm Shin, you understand? So yeah, we're still here on Zake's Kitchen, guys. Don't forget to order your food on OVERYT, Spaza It, when Mr. D. Soon, naming zoba Mr. M. No, not Mr. Hell no, Mr. Yeah, guys. So don't forget to order. You see, even now, you know what we've been is kulum. God is
We're
kuluma.
actually about to eat
and
some of
we-
the MZ's kitchen as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the hip hop education.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for the freestyle.
Oh,
We
thanks a lot.
appreciate you, and we hope that everything in your end goes well and your business becomes bigger and bigger, and that your community actually respects you more after this interview.
Shout out, Joe. Shout out to you. And yeah, this was incredible, man. Yeah, you can close it, Joe.
Please like, subscribe, and follow. Guys, follow.
I follow.
We don't know the name of the show. You're going to give it to us. But we thank you so much for tuning in.
Siyabonga bafethu.
Sure.
Nango.